Hey, it's Jeff Timberell, Director of the Southwest Florida Real Estate Investment Association, here to talk about the August 2017 Lee County, Florida Foreclosure Trend Report. We had 89 mortgage-related lispendents, essentially the same thing as the previous month, pretty much the same thing as the previous year. Certificates of title up a little bit from the previous month, not enough to really move the needle either way. Here's a chart of the certificates of title. We always include the last cycle just for perspective. Here's the foreclosure filings, the last cycle and the current cycle. Okay, this is from the peak of the last cycle, and then you see the market stabilizing, new normal forming. And since 2015, welcome to the new normal. We've essentially been, since August of 16, we've been under 100. We've almost broke it once, but I honestly think 80 to about 110, 120 is where it's going to go until we over lever, and then at that point we'll replicate the last cycle a little bit, but I don't think we're going to have the opportunity to do the last cycle in its form. It'll be a little different this time. Top 10 filers, Bank of New York was number 1, U.S. Bank 2, but just not a whole lot. Certificates of title, Fannie Mae is the number 1 driver with 7. So that's just not a whole lot there. And you've got, in the top 10, you've got 1 investor and 2 condo associations. Non-bank entities, 3 of them bought 2. Other than that, everybody else bought 1. There's just not a lot of investor activity at the steps. More of the same. The top 10 filers were 61%. Bank of New York was again number 1, Bank of New York Mellon. The current trend of the distressed market not being a primary driver is going to continue. And then Bertrand versus U.S. Bank has still not caused a significant increase in the filings. That basically took away the timeline that a bank had to take action within a certain period. Basically, they can go back and file on old ones now, and they just really haven't. I don't know whether they're not or whether they're not there, but I know they're not filing. Our luncheon coming up this week. Myself, I'm going to be speaking about an update on new construction trends. I'm going to use a little bit of MLS data, but it's primarily going to be government data from the tax rolls and from the Department of Revenue, just to give a kind of a picture of what's going on new construction wise. And we're going to compare it to the last cycle as well. We meet at the Threes Fisherman. Basically come in from 11 to 12, have your lunch and meet some people. It's a great room to meet some people that are actively doing business. And then from noon to 1 is the formal part of the meeting. Non-members, it's $20. REIA members just pay for your lunch. Non-members, you pay for your lunch as well. Our general meeting, got a really exciting topic coming up this month. We did a blog post about investing in land, which kind of went viral. I was really impressed with the traction it got. So we're going to do a panel on investing in land. We've got Bill Counts, who has been selling Cape Coral land since, I think, before the canals were dug. Kevin Page maybe showed up the day that the canals were dug. And Reed, who is the VP of Asset Quest, is doing a ton of business. So we've got 3 guys that are 3 of the bigger players in the market, inside and out, know how to invest in land. Be a great time to, if you got some questions, talk to them. They're going to give a little presentation each, just a little 5-10 minute comments on what they see going on. We meet at 1400 Colonial Boulevard, Suite 48. That is the same building the Broadway Palm Dinner Theater is. As you face the Broadway Palm Dinner Theater, it's basically the farthest suite on the left-hand side of the building. So it's it's by Larson Education, if you've ever been there. Non-members are $20. Members are free. We do have like some light finger food and iced tea and water out. And then there's also a cash bar as well. I hope this information is useful to you. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts. My email is jeff@swflreia.com. Have a great day.